Welcome to CAS 103, Introduction to Windows, Columbia Gorge Community College, the Dalles, Oregon, Linda Hughitt, instructor. We're going to be focusing on week 7 today and working with the internet and email. Now, Microsoft makes email programs. They use Outlook. They used to have Outlook Express, but that's been gone for a number of years now. They make web browsers. They like to create Internet Explorer. And there are a lot of people in the tech world that don't really like Internet Explorer. It's got some pluses, but it's got some minuses with it as well. So we've already learned about Google. Google also creates a web browser. It's called Google Chrome. A lot of people like it. And Firefox is also another web browser that's out there. Of course, Safari makes Macs have Safari. Let me get that sentence in the right order. And if you're using an iPad, it comes with Safari, but also has Google Chrome apps. Androids also will download Google Chrome. So Google Chrome is a fairly popular browser. Since we're PCs, we're going to kind of stick with the PC version of browsers. I'm using Google Chrome. It's my predominant browser. It's the one I use 99% of the time. Once in a while, I'll move over to Internet Explorer, and if desperate, we'll use Firefox. Not that there's anything wrong with Firefox. You just kind of get used to what you use, and therefore you kind of stick with what you're used to doing. I like the spell check built on Google Chrome because not only do I not spell absolutely perfectly, but I type worse. And so without that, I will have a lot more typos, which is one of the things that gets me in trouble with trying to type on my phone. So you're going to have your goals and your summary. Then there's a number of instructional materials, and there's actually a fair amount to look at and listen to this week. We've got materials here that will open up and actually give you four different PowerPoints, including talking about other browsers like we just mentioned. It also has learning about Gmail, which obviously is created by Google. That's where the G comes from, Gmail. We were talking about that last week some. Some basics about internet, how to, 20 things you learned about the web from this person, internet safety, which is always a big deal, and people are not maybe quite as conscious and careful of it as they should be. We get lulled into kind of a sense of not needing to worry about it. So there are a number of things, web slices, web camera safety. So there's a lot of things right there. You do have an email assignment here, and you're going to actually be doing 2 emails. You are going to use your Columbia Gorge email account again because it's a Gmail to a Gmail. At least that's what I'm trying to get you to do. If you use Hotmail or Yahoo Mail or something else, you will find points deducted. You're going to do one kind of general email, and again, it can be kind of anything you want to do in that email, just a quick, short email. But it should be written in normal, standard English, not texting language. It shouldn't be just the word hi or something like that. Should have the subject line, all those standard things. Should be signed, just like you should do emails. Now, if you have your email set up so it does a automatic signature at the bottom like mine does, that's great. If it doesn't do an auto signature, then you should be going ahead and signing your email. It should be done from a computer, not from your phone or your iPad or some other type of operation. Unfortunately, sometimes with our phones and our iPads and those types of more mobile technology, those signatures, auto signatures, may or may not get added, and we may be counting on them. On the second email, you're going to send me an attachment. That attachment is going to be small enough it will go. Gmail has a 25 megabyte limit on it. And you're going to again send it to my Gmail account that I'm using. Again, this is basically the only 2 weeks that we're going to use this account. You can attach your WordPad project. You can attach your paint project. You can send me a picture of your daughter, your son, your kid, your dog, your cat, a beautiful sunset you took out the back window. I mean, kind of whatever. But again, keep it small enough it's going to attach. Don't send me some copyrighted item. Don't send me some major music thing or video that's going to take a long time to download. Be sure to tell me in the email or the subject line that you are sending me an attachment. That is considered courtesy, but it's also safety for the person receiving it so that they know that you've actually written them an email. You're telling them you're sending an attachment. Therefore, it should be safe. If your computer gets infected and it starts kind of spamming and spoofing, it will send links or it'll send attachments that are basically infections. And people will see your name and go, oh, they're my best friend sending that. That's got to be safe. Well, that isn't true. By adding that personal message that I am sending you an attachment, you've made that safe. I will not necessarily open it if you don't say that, and you definitely will be graded down. You have your vocabulary for the week. You have internet and email assignments here, and this is just kind of a recap. It also lets you know that these are not uploaded into Moodle and will only show in my gradebook, since Moodle doesn't add them that way unless I have you upload them to Moodle. Whoops, that bounced us clear down. You have your internet forum, and I get that moved. You have your vocabulary. And this is an optional song. It has one word in it in our society that is becoming fairly well accepted. If you are, and I do mention it in here, if you're offended by that word, you're probably not going to want to listen to this song. But Weird Al Yankovic, or Al Yankovic, does parodies on various things, and this is one on forwarding email and how that's kind of gotten to be sort of socially accepted to have your email box bombed with all these various things. It is totally optional, but if you want a good chuckle for the day and a reminder that not everybody's sitting at home waiting for all that garbage to be sent to them, this is sort of fun. So that pretty much takes you through week 8.